Alright guys, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. Today we're going into the Legendary Vegeta event and going to complete the Joint Forces mission. This is an older video. I found it in the footage I had that I thought I finished, but there's still a little bit more. It's this. There is a Cell Max Red Zone, I think 1 or 2 clears, and there is the actual video of me beating Kyuden Zamasu, the Rose Red Zone, and I think the original Cell event clear. I don't know if I'm going to put that one up. I put a short at that, so I might not put it up there, but we'll see. As the date of recording this is the day of dropping when Dokkan Global and JP dropped the new LR Super Saiyan trio, the Trunks, Goku, Vegeta. They look pretty promising. I didn't mean or intend to stay up for that release and drop, but it just kind of worked out and happened, so I made a video on the spot for it. At the time I was studying for my Mandarin exam. I had an oral exam today, and I actually just finished doing it, and I'm recording this now. I felt pretty decent about it. Pretty sure I'm going to pass. Cross my fingers, hope y'all give a little bit of luck here. Got that done, pretty happy. That was the one I was most worried about, and it made me anxious. I'm a pretty chill, laid back dude, but that did make me a little bit nervous to say. It's a hard language, very hard. Hey, got it done. It's solid. I'll take what I can get, you know. How? But yeah. The card looks pretty good. Animation's really solid. I said I already made a video about it, breaking down what I saw. I might make a more in-depth video once they get dropped on the Dokkan Wiki, so I can go through and look at all the teams and stuff. But until then, just know they look like a pretty solid unit. They can be used in most events. They might be a little bit sketchy at Kyuden Zamasu's final phase because he's phase in their end. But they'll probably still clear through them. Same with the Omega fight. They'll be a really good option for that. It'll smack through Tekken STR Omega and then get to the final phase. Like I said, they're a little bit weak to AoE's start of turn, but once they super, they can hold themselves up. They only have 5 turns of 30% damage reduction, but that's with the Super Saiyan category allies. But I think they're pretty solid. I think they're gonna age pretty decent. But we're gonna see. The easy A is looking like it's probably gonna be Android 13, because this is the 13 celebration so far, so it looks like androids. I'm pretty excited for him actually. I was more excited to see him rather than this LR. I would have liked to have seen like an LR, like extreme, you know, like Android 13 Transformer or something like that. But as long as we're getting 13 ETA, which looks like we will, that looks like pretty good. I have high expectations for him. As you know, I love androids. It's probably my favorite category. I don't know what it is, but I've always loved playing with them. You know, like they're unkillable, quote unquote. Used to be, at least. Nowadays they're pretty killable. But they used to be unkillable. They always heal. They attack a lot. They're relentless, you know. And that was one of the best things. All the links, it's like they get damage or they heal per attack or whatever at the start of turn and end of turn. They have a lot of links like that, and it just makes them fun to use. But it is sad that the state of they're in right now with all these releases that are just mid as hell, with like the new TOP 17 and 18, a little bit before that Hellfighter 17 and GT 17 into Super 17. That was a very big unit, sadly. So I'm really having high expectations and hopes for the Android 13 ETA. I don't care. They can go balls to the wall, do whatever the hell they need to do to make him good, man. I don't care if he greatly stacks Tekken even at the start of turn. Base, you know, damage reduction, give him guard 2, sure, I don't give a shit. Dodge. Then he transforms and he's just a behemoth. He's like 300% attacking even start of turn. Guaranteed critical hits. Doesn't matter if it's Goku or whatever. Just do pure Saiyans or something like cooler. If not, super effective against all types. Just boom, there. Like launches 2 additional attacks, each of which have a great chance to become super attacks. It's better than just. I honestly would rather have him just give it to him, get 2 additional super attacks, or 1 additional super attack, and then like 2 additional attacks, each of which have a great chance to become super attack. Something like that would be awesome. And his attack stats like super effect attacks like massive raise attack damage for 1 turn, like a high chance to crit, or like a high chance to stun, stuff like that. That'd be really good. For usability, like versatility and stuff, whether it's Battlefield, Red Zone, ESPR, stuff like that. I want to see a lot of unique kits and give them support, because in base ES support, bump that shit up like 50%, like they did with the Android 16, 17, 18. Do something like that. 3 key, 50% attack and defense. I don't care. Give it to him. He needs it. Androids need it. And then after that, when he transforms, just give him the massive boofs, beefy stats, like 50, 60, 70% damage reduction. Give him guard. Give him like 60, 70% chance to dodge. I do not care. Like, I'll honestly be okay with it, since give it something like this, like a requirement once he's transformed. If there's a Goku, it's like guaranteed dodge, or like guaranteed something crazy. Because it looks like, in the new event that's coming out, there's going to be a phase with Super Saiyan Blue Goku, possibly in DUI or something. So if they do that, they can lead into it having more relevance with superclass units, which I said before in the last video, someone like Fusion Zamasu, where his domain can actually be used and utilized. His actually negatively affects superclass allies and enemies by reducing their attacks and making you attack more, the higher numbers. So actually being able to use that is going to push him up on the list in the rankings for where he places on top 10s. In line with the rest of the game, you know. But there's a lot of stuff that's coming, and it's gonna shake things up a little bit, you know. Like I said, I'm holding out hope. 13. I need him to be good. I need him to be great, busted, better than ever. He needs to be good. Like, there's no if, and, or but about it, you know. He's gotta be good. So, a little bit of a rant there, but yeah. Dokkan looks like it's gonna be pretty cool. Legends just got the tag. It's a I guess not canon, but it's like a what if card, similar to how Dokkan had with like the Spirit Bomb. If Goku charged out of the way and killed Kid Buu. It's like that with Bardock and Goku. And they look to be pretty good. They added a whole new mechanic, similar to how Dokkan added the new mechanic with the LR Super Saiyan Trio, where they had the per key sphere additional attacks up to 3 mechanic thing. In Legends, they had a thing where you're just straight up invulnerable, you're indestructible for that attack or whatever. That you physically can't be killed, and you also heal, and you do a bunch of other shit. So I saw some comments about it, and it's like, in the future they're gonna release some Ultra or some shit, and they're just gonna have it for like 30 counts or something, where they're invulnerable, and it's like incancelable or something. Yeah, I totally see Toshi doing that shit. It'd be funny as hell to see their reactions afterwards. But something like that's gonna happen eventually. Like part 3 is gonna be like good Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Cause like 20, 30 counts of like invulnerability with that thing or whatever. And it's like uncancelable. And he like takes away all your cards, takes your Dragon Ball away or some shit like that. That'd be so toxic. But I can see it happening with what they did with Janemba. They can make a card like that, they can do some shit like that for a Heroes unit too. Then I saw on the global Twitter, they didn't even show that there was 2 new EXs. There's I think it was a Bardock or a Goku, and then there was a Frieza. They didn't even show it because I knew people didn't care. But on the JP, they at least tweeted it. So I found that slightly funny too. There's some cool stuff going on. And then JJK leaks dropped tonight. I might be making a video, depending on if I want to stay up or not. Because tomorrow I gotta crank out that paper, so we'll see how the timing works out. But I might be making a JJK live reaction to the new chapter. I think it's 245, and it's gonna be fire, man. We might get that Kenjaku post, seeing like what the hell he's talking about. And then with Yuji and Higuruma versus Sukuna, dude. Oh, I should say, spoiler warning. But dude, there's some crazy stuff going on. So, I'm pretty excited. There's a lot of stuff going on that's really cool. And then the new, I guess kind of new, it's like 2 or 3 days ago, Dragon Ball, like Fighter Sparking, whatever it was. Like, the new Tenkaichi, basically 3 or 4. Looks pretty damn cool. Oh, I didn't realize I got that. Nice animation. Some cool shit, man. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. There's so much stuff to be excited for and anticipating coming forward. It's a nice time to be alive, you know? And then like people don't put a lot of anime and manga right now. One Piece, they're getting into Egghead starting next year, I think January, February, or they're leading up to it, and they just got the Amazon Lily, where Hancock lives, the warlord. And if you're not a manga reader, this is your first time seeing it, Blackbeard pulls up, uses the Yami Yami no Mi, fucking teabags on Kobe's face, Boa teabags on Kobe's face, and then Blackbeard gets her. And then you see the Seraphims for the first time too, which is awesome. And then the one that has the Mihawk jeans shits on Blackbeard for a little bit, and then he comes back with his arm and hockey and stops it. So it's nice we're getting some more feats and showings. In the manga, it's pretty cut and dry, like straightforward, like boom, 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 panel to panel. And the anime gets a little more time to flush out the fight and show like what their actual feats are for scaling them. So I'm excited. In the anime so far, the Seraphims have a little bit better feats and scaling. And it looks like they pressed Blackbeard a lot more in the anime than they did in the manga. Similar to how King had way better showings in the anime. He had this whole ass fucking lava dragon entity being flying through the sky against Zoro that literally looked bigger than Onigashima, and Zoro just one-shotted. So that made their feet and scaling go way through the roof, because you saw that shit. So, I'm cool with that too, that shit looks awesome. But hey, we're gonna see what happens. Going into part 2 of this Dokkan anniversary celebration. And then after this, we got New Year's, dude. I just put up a poll. No one's answered it yet, but I'll see what happens. If not, I might just take it down and leave it there. We'll see. But New Year's, man, that's also a big thing. Like, what are we gonna have? What's gonna pop up in here, man? Like, I put up a thing like, what we're gonna get? Like, UI Goku and Jiren, Broly and Gogeta, or like Beast and Orange Piccolo. Like, there's so many big options, and any of those could also end up being the themes for the anniversary too. So if we don't get one of those things, it's very likely the other, is either going to lead into next year's anniversary and worldwide, or one or the other. So like, I don't know, man. Like, what are we gonna get? It's leading up to it. I'm not sure, because we've had a lot of Android stuff, so it's making me think, okay, androids, gammas, similar time slot as the year before. Lead up with the gammas into Beast and Orange Piccolo, or Beastless. I'm seeing a connection. We've had a lot of androids, so it might be hinting towards Dragon Ball Superhero, which is 100% I'm fine with. I am a game for that 110%. That would be awesome. Go back into Heroes again, and maybe get like a what if, like into Broly or into Superhero, the Goku versus Broly card. That would be fucking awesome. Having that in Dokkan, dude. Man, or like as you saw in the beginning of this, that support memory of the Goku saying bye, my name's Kakarot, to Broly. That would be an amazing active or intro, dude. That would be awesome, phenomenal. That was an amazing scene at the end of that movie, man. So I would die. I would give it something. I would give my firstborn child to see some of that. Man. Like it would be awesome. There's so many ideas I have for cars. I need to start like writing them down or like putting up like kits and stuff. So I can put them in videos. They'd be pretty good. But there's so many ideas and opportunities that Dokkan doesn't always take, or they take for, they wane away from for a lesser, easier route. Or sometimes they just throw us a damn curveball and it's out of left field. Like, oh yeah, here's Dokkan Fest KO, and then we get like God Goku, Tournament of Power, not Tournament of Power, 23rd Ku and Majunior, like stuff like that. And then like AGL Limit Breaker Vegeta, we get stuff like that, and then we also have some things like Kale, or the Turn to Power 17-18. Like I keep saying this, but there has to be separate development teams, like an A team and a B team. B team makes all those shit cards like Turles, Kale, the 17s, 17 and 18, maybe in Bardock, stuff like that. That really, really mid, crusty, just downright bad. Piccolo and Gohan. all of that shit is like B team, and then you have A team over here just dropping back to back, return to return championships like Prime Jordan, just dunking on everyone. Got 23rd Coup, God Goku, AGL Limit Breaker Vegeta, Junior, shit like that. And it's like, who is doing these cards? Or like Orange Piccolo, Bulma, Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, things like that. Or like Future Gohan, the LR, and then Vegeta. Like, how do you make shit like that in Zamasu? And then you make those cards. Like, who does this? Amatsu is trolling. Like, how do you make these units and then at the same time have units that are unfathomably stronger than the other ones, released in a similar calendar year, or even some of them were released before them, and they still are better? Like, I've seen people debate. You could probably debate that Tech Chadhan, Ultimate Gohan, and like Tech Janemba are better than many 2023 Dokkan Fest releases. You could argue that, and I would probably side with you. That they're probably better than 60 to 70% of all of that filler shit from the end of 22 to 23. I'd agree with you. They probably are better, because those ones just are not good. And it's sad to see, but Amatsu is a king of trolling. He just does it for no reason. It's just like, why? Why would you actually go to the extent to halt your game's growth and expansion with height by making a unit that is so bad it makes no sense or conceivable idea of how you made them? It also emphasizes the fact that you never tested them too, if you see either how bad they are or how much they're lacking in something. Like, it's wild. Like, how do they get away with this, or how does this happen? There's no right mind or right or wrong way to think about it or go about doing those things, because you didn't even think about it in the first place. So the dev team is weird. I don't understand their train of thought most of the time. Some celebrations and things, I see the lead up, I'm like, okay, I got you. And then things come out of nowhere, like with Kale, and then they just drop Super Boo out of nowhere. Like, where was the train of thought with that? Where was it? I'm trying to figure it out. I'm missing something, Dokkan. Like, things like that just are weird. They're very weird. And then, same with Globe right now, because we're catching up, but it's still on the timeline. We're not gonna get the Omega fight until, like, the middle of next year, probably, because of the time slots. Which is dumb. It's like brain rot, mind rot, how long we're gonna have to wait to get that shit. Even with the sync, because of the way Global works a lot of the time with those Tanabata celebrations, it's just not gonna come. But hey, I've been on a long ass tangent. This is going to be wrapping up the end of this video here. As you can see, this is a pretty smooth one. The only one that was really hard for these Vegeta missions was, I think, the Majin Power and the Artificial Life Forms. Those were pretty annoying missions to do, but I ended up getting those done too, and I think I have the Majin Power video up. That actually did pretty good. That was one of my first big videos. I think Artificial Life Forms, I put up a short for it. I haven't put up the full video. Yeah, Kefla. She's okay. She gets easy A, she might be useful. We just get her dodge and damage reduction or something. Her with KO might be possible later on. But we're gonna see this, and I want to say this will end it off here. Still is a pretty solid animation. The only reason they got away with a Gogeta like this in the attack is because it was the anniversary, and we did already had Gogetas prior to that. But if this was done today, there would be chaos ensued. Yep, and there we go, 7.7. Not too shabby for them, honestly. But granted, this was around the time frame they came out, though, so it's understandable. But yeah, hope you liked my rant a little bit. Hopefully I had a few good side tangents and ideas for my conversation. If not, definitely let me know. Hope y'all do good if you're in school. Study, study, study. Do good on your finals and your exams. Wish me luck too. I have an exam tonight, and I have a paper due tomorrow, midnight, which I have kind of started, but not really. But hey,
Wish me luck, guys. Hope you all the best. Do good. Love everyone. Do what you can. As always, bye, guys. Or in Mandarin. 再见。